Not everyone deserves a place in your life. And here in this video, I'm going to be talking about that. Now, a few reasons why not everyone deserves a place in your life because everyone doesn't change. Some people are still caught up in their same habits as they were in high school, as they were in college, and they haven't developed any social cues, any maturity in their mental growth because they're okay with being exactly where they are. And we have to be wise about the certain people that we're keeping in our circle, especially it shouldn't matter how long you've known someone. If that person isn't growing with you, if that person isn't wanting the best version of you to spring forth, which it it's gonna become uncomfortable. It's not gonna be all rainbows and sunshine. It's gonna take some work, and it's gonna take some discipline, and it's gonna take some sacrifice. And that is why not everyone deserves to be in your life because people don't know who you are. There's certain folks that you surround yourself with that they don't know who you are. They don't know who are called to be. And they see the past version of you and they compare it to this version that you are now. And that is why it's key. It doesn't matter how long you've known somebody because there's shifts, there's transitions, there's changes. When I wanted to be a full-time entrepreneur and the people that I was around, they didn't want to level up. They didn't want to make videos with me. They didn't want to add on to my life. I had to let them go because this is what I want to do. Like I had to realize if we're not talking about Jesus, if we're not talking about entrepreneurship, if we're not talking about mental health and ways to create solutions, then I don't want to hang out. I don't want to talk to you. And that is no disrespect, but right now I'm at a stage in my life where I know now that I can't have just anybody around me. And there's a lot of times where these people they see the potential in you and they try to drain your energy. They try to make you into somebody that you weren't designed to be. And that's why I'm so strong in my faith because there has been trials and tribulations when it comes to friendships. But I realize now that I'm content with not being everybody's friend. Not everybody sees the value in me that I see in myself. Not everybody not everybody is meant to walk this whole life with me. And that's why I'm so grateful for my faith in Jesus because I know He's always with me and He is my best friend. He is the one that's going to get me through thick and thin and that knows me from the inside out. And people of my past, they didn't see the positive. They didn't see the goodness that I bring to the table. They were just trying to take, take, take. I had so many takers in my circle. And then the minute that I got my car repoed, the minute that I wasn't working, that's when I seen people's true colors about me. Because some people are just want to use you. They want to use the resources that you have. They want to use the way that you interact with people. They see that. People peep that. People peep how other people peep you, if that makes sense. People peep the way other people peep you. And that is why it is so, 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 so important to test the spirit behind every person. Not everybody wants to see you win. Not everybody wants to see you successful. Not everyone wants to see you rich. Not everyone wants to see you healthy. And that is why we have to stay focused on the people that are adding on to our lives and not the people that are trying to take away. And it wasn't until I got here to Texas where I realized where I want my true friends to align. I want to build businesses. I want us all to get money and travel. That's mine. That's my group of friends. I want us to talk about business. I want us to talk about Jesus. I don't want no one in my circle that got a closed mind that just thinks so small about themselves, about the circumstances that they're in. I don't want no excuses coming from my friends because you are the five people you hang around. And I learned that key. When I was growing up, 18, 19, I was going to parties, smoking weed, going to hookah lounges, experimenting with drugs. And those were the people that I was hanging around. And even though I had these big dreams, my life didn't look like that. It showed the complete opposite because of the people that I was allowing in my circle. Because I was going out, partying, wasting money, going to clubs, being reckless with my finances. And God, He allowed me to do what I wanted to do. But now, in this season of my life, I'm allowing God to do what He needs to do. No matter what anybody looks at me like, because we are peculiar people when we are chosen and picked by God. Not everybody's going to like what I got to say. Not everybody is going to agree with what I got to say. But it's a matter of seeing that I am changing and I am growing. And if you're not an add on to my life, you're going to have to sit in the bleachers. You're going to have to sit over there and watch me blossom into who God called me to be. And hey, if you want to waste your time hating, that's on you. But just know that you are the 5 people you hang around, and not everyone deserves to be in your circle. Not everybody should be around you, especially you're leveling up financially. You have to be careful of who you're telling you got money. Like keep the money silent, honestly. Keep the money silent and your moves silent. And just like last video, you gotta move in silence. And just because somebody got a nice chain or somebody got Balenciaga or somebody got these nice things, it doesn't make them rich because we don't know what they're really doing with their money. And until you pay for a mentorship and you ask questions, that's when you really will be in the fast lane of getting to where you need to be, being financially free. And the business models, they work. It's just a matter of finding that mentor, finding what works for you, and not quitting, being consistent. And a lot of the times when it comes to when it comes to growing apart from people, it's tough, but it's necessary. Because God's gonna give you the friends that you need. I don't need a lot of friends. Honestly, I just need one friend. To be honest, I don't need a big friend group. I don't. And for me and how I am, like all I really need is that one friend that I can be vulnerable with and for them not to use what I say against me. Because I've been in those situations where everything I said was manipulated into something else. And so just to really confide in somebody and trust that they're not going to go to the next person and put my business out there, like that's a good friend. And right now, I could say that Jesus is my best friend right now. Like I don't have anyone here in Texas that I feel like I can really be vulnerable with and really let them know what's been going on. Like I'll be vulnerable, but it's just like a certain vulnerability that you just feel like you can trust. You can trust somebody through thick and thin. And I haven't met that person yet. But I know Jesus, he he is that person. And if you have a best friend and if you have somebody in your life that you can confide into, hold them close. If they're an add-on to your life, if they're a blessing from God, cherish them. Cherish them because friendships, they are really hard to find. And when it comes to people being a part of your life and people really seeing you for you, that's an amazing quality to have. It really is. It really is. Not everyone has a place in your life. Some people you're just meant to see from a distance. Some people you're just passing through. Like a lot of the times there are add-ons, and there are certain seasons, specific seasons, why you meet the people that you meet. And I had to realize that because I was holding on so tight. I was holding on so tight to people that God was telling me to let go. It's okay, let them go. Let them go. And I didn't like that. I felt abandoned when people would leave my life. I felt like it was my fault, but it wasn't my fault. God ordained each person that was open to walk away out of my life. And they escorted themselves. And now, I'm consistent on YouTube. I'm consistent putting out music. And now people are reaching back out like, oh, I'm glad you didn't give up on music. Oh, I see what you're doing. And now they're coming out of the woodworks. But where were they? Where were they when I wasn't consistent? Where were they when I was down? And that's the question that only God can answer. And I'm grateful for the people that walked out of my life, because now I see who I can love from a distance and who I need as my support system, because I need a strong support system. I need people that are soldiers for the kingdom, that are ready to fight on, are not afraid to look peculiar, look weird to other folks. I need people to stand up and rise up with me, because this is war. This is war. The enemy is coming for souls that are easily influenced. The enemy is coming for souls to devour. And it is time to stop. Stop letting the enemy have even a footstool of your time, of your energy. Stop. And let God direct all parts of your life. I know it's hard. I know it's hard to let that person that you love go. But who's to say you don't let that person go and God restores you with a new relationship, a new foundation of trust, of love, what true love is. A lot of people my age and even younger and even older, they stay in these toxic relationships. They stay in these relationships and it's ugly. They're posting smiles, but behind closed doors is wicked. It gets wicked. And you don't want to live a double life. You don't want that. You really don't want that. But it's a matter of letting go. Sometimes it hurts more holding on than just letting it go. Letting the relationship go. Especially those of you that are in boyfriend, girlfriend relationships, you know, I suggest that you really surrender your relationship to God. Is this my wife? Is this my husband, Lord? Reveal who they truly are in the spirit to me, Lord. Especially if y'all have been on repetitive cycles of toxicity. You need to surrender it now, because not everybody is meant to walk life with you. Not everybody is meant to be in your close inner circle. Yes, we love. Yes, we're kind. Yes, we could support. But it's also boundaries. Having boundaries. Because in the word of God it says protect your heart. And we have to protect our heart. A lot of us, we get so caught up in what the world looks like. Oh, how did they get there and I'm here, Lord? How did they get that and I didn't? I'm still struggling, Lord. Because God gives his most valuable soldiers the toughest battles. And when you overcome this, God is going to restore you tenfold, just like he did with Job. Job, in the Bible, he had everything: family, land, businesses, money. He had it all. And it was stripped away. It was stripped away, and God allowed it. And after all those trials and tribulations that Job faced, God restored him tenfold of what the enemy took from him. Do not touch my anointing. Okay? God, he's here with you. Okay? And he understands your heart. He understands what you're battling right now. But let go. Let go of that person that is just bringing you pain. Let go of the imagination that you You painted this whole big picture of your future and surrender it to God, because not everybody is meant to be in your life, and it's okay. It really is okay. It's going to be more than okay, because we serve a great, great God that loves you and that has given you ultimate grace, great grace. Okay, He sent you here for a reason. He sent you here to watch this video. And if you made it this far, you're already a part of my Hope Tribe, where we build up each other and have a strong community of people of faith, and know that with love and God first, everything is going to work out the way that it's supposed to. So if you haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button. And if this video helped you out in any way, make sure to click that like button and comment below. I want to know who I'm praying for. I want to know who I make these videos for. And so comment below. And if you have a YouTube channel as well, link it below, okay? I just want to say thank you to every viewer that comes across this video. I just want to say keep going, and it's okay to let that person go, especially if God has already told you to let them go, because not everybody's supposed to walk this life with you. And I just want to say thank you for watching this far. My name is Kiana Renee, and till next video, I'm out.